bellezas, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here then just welcome. Hi, my name is Brenda. I do mostly paranormal videos here on my channel, so if that is something that you are interested in, please consider subscribing down below and turn your post notifications on so you do not miss when I post another video like this one. Now, with all of that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Alright you guys, so as you can already tell by the title, as always, I will be reading to you guys about some more haunted locations in Mexico. I really like doing these, and just as the last one that I did, I will be reading off of something for you guys. I always have to preface that this is because I don't have time to do research on all of this stuff, because I just have a lot of things going on, yada yada yada. I always say this every single time in every single one of my videos when I feel like I have repeated the same type of videos too often. But please continue to give me your feedback on whether or not you like me reading off of stuff, or if you care at all, as long as you know there's a video up, basically. But yeah, so I'm going to be reading about some of them, probably getting into a bit more detail if there's not enough information on this website, because this website lists a bunch of different ones from different areas in Mexico. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the first haunted location, which is in Nuevo León, Mexico. Alright, I'm gonna scoot in a little bit more so I can get a good view of my laptop here. But before I do start, I'm sorry if the audio is a little bit noisy for this video. I have my washer and dryer going right now, and I hope you guys, like, the microphone doesn't pick it up that much. But okay, so Nuevo León. This one is the first one is La Villa de Santiago, Puerto Genovevo, or I think. It says these mountain roads have been the site of many car accidents. Among the numerous crosses, there is a set of 10 crosses in memory of a family who were the victims of a truck accident. If one stands next to the crosses, it is rumored to be possible to see a truck moving very fast through the trees. Also, it is said that at midnight, the screams and pain of those in the accident can be heard. Oh my god, that is so tragic. 10 people in one single accident. It's like almost unheard of for a car accident, right? That is so sad. Sad. I don't know why I said it like that. But also, like, pretty creepy if you were to hear something in the middle of the night, or see a truck. Like, that's one of the things I always think about, is I'm just like, how does inanimate objects become like ghost sightings? You know, like when they talk about seeing a ghost train or a ghost bus or a ghost truck. I'm just like, how does that happen, you know? And what is the lore behind inanimate objects being ghostly sightings? But that one was really interesting to me, and I wanted to share that one with you. By the way, I pre-picked some of these. I kind of had an idea of which ones I wanted to read to you and which ones I wanted to skip. Like, the other two in Nuevo León are La Casa de Aramberi y La Casa de los Tubos, which I have covered in a video already before, so I skipped those ones. But if you guys want to hear about those, I do have a video, and I will link it on the eye right there, or down in the description, whichever one. Okay, the other location in Nuevo León is Saragosa Metro Station, which is in Monterrey, where you can allegedly hear the cries of a ghostly boy inside of the station. He is heard calling for his dad in a desperate manner. And that's all they really have about this one. And the actual, like, the entrance of the Saragosa station is kind of like a subway entrance, because obviously it's the metro station. There's not a lot of information behind, like, who this little boy is. Like, did he pass away in the area? Like, there's not much on here. But let me see if I could find anything else here on a separate link. And apparently there's a video. This honestly could just be somebody's kid. Unless it's closed. Oh, but he is yelling, Papa! I wonder if that's real or not. Okay, so supposedly that video was taken when that part of the station was closed in the middle of the night, which is how they're saying it's a little bit more credible, because whoever was filming and then the other guy in the video were both locking up the place and kind of trying to figure out where this voice was coming from, like where this screaming was coming from, like who was in the building. Like maybe a little kid got trapped at closing time, he's got separated or something, or in all honesty, maybe it could have been a ghost of this little boy who has been heard by many people at this station, which is pretty creepy. And there's not very much of a backstory, and one of the first times that anyone heard anything was supposedly 64 years ago. So yeah, there's not much of a backstory and as to who this kid could be or what happened to him, but still really, really creepy. I would pass away if I heard that. Okay, this one for Quintana Roo. This is the Jungles of Quintana Roo, which is in I think it was like Cancun area. When I was looking up this specific legend for the Jungles of Quintana Roo, there was a lot of different versions of this story and who Juan del Monte is. So he is either perceived as a good spirit that kind of helps people out in these jungles, or he is the spirit that tries to lure people into the jungle in some kind of way and tries to get them lost in the jungle for whatever reason. Maybe it's just a evil spirit that's just doing that for fun. So both of these legends I found, but the one that I'm reading on here is perceived as an evil spirit or entity. It says, according with the local legends, an evil entity known as Juan del Monte lives among the state jungles. This entity often imitates familiar human voices to attract visitors and get them to get lost within the jungle. The legend of Juan del Monte originated in the Native American folklore, and it's also told in other Mexican states, such as Veracruz or Puebla. Other versions of Juan del Monte legend paint this entity as a neutral entity who serves as a nature guardian. So yeah, that's the other thing. So he takes care of the jungle, like basically making sure that nothing happens to it, like that no forest fire happens or anything like that. But the first one, as him as an evil entity, is really creepy, because I read another story about how a little boy and his dad went out into this jungle to cut wood or something like that, and the little boy was walking alongside his dad and carrying wood or something like that, and he got lost sight of his dad for a second, and then he started hearing somebody on the other side of the forest, like the opposite direction that the dad was originally walking in. He started hearing him call out his name. I don't remember what the kid's name was, but let's just call him Marco. So they were like, Marco, come over here, I'm over here. And he just kept saying that, where are you? I'm over here, Marco. And the kid started walking towards that voice in the opposite direction, and out of a sudden, back in the original direction, his dad comes running towards him and grabs him by the shoulder, and he's like, where are you going? He's like, don't wander off like that. That wasn't me who was calling you. He's like, I don't know who that was. And he's like, stick close to me, don't get lost out here, and don't trust anything that you hear. And so when I was reading that story, I was like, that is creepy as hell. One of the things that scares me the most is when entities or like demons or whatever, where they mimic somebody that you love or you trust in order to get you to go with them or go to them. That's like one of the eeriest things to me. I'm just like, if I had ever had that experience, I don't know what I would do, honestly. That is like one of the creepiest things. Like, it reminded me of that creepy pasta where it happened the same way. Like, the little girl in the middle of the night, she hears her mom calling for her, and then she starts going towards this voice, when out of nowhere, like, somebody from the closet grabs her and covers her mouth, and it's her mom, and the mom is like, I heard that too. And I was like, it gave me chills. I was like, oh god, that was so creepy. Okay, I really like that legend. So let's go ahead and move on to another one. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to San Luis Potosí, and this one is La Jolla Onda, which is located in Soledad de Graciano Sanchez, San Luis Potosí. It is a 800-mile wide and 200-mile deep crater. According to the legend, a bandit group hid their treasure during the 1910s, and their ghosts still watch over it. Other alleged paranormal phenomena reported in the place are ghosts, witches, and UFO sightings. Allegedly in the past, they often celebrated Witches' Sabbath in this place. And that one was actually really intriguing to me, because every single time that you hear about these places that are in the middle of nowhere, it's always going to be like some kind of UFO sighting or that type of phenomena, where there's like aliens or lost signal or something like that. And this one is actually really fascinating to me, and like all of the pictures of it, like this crater is ginormous. And the other thing with the witches, I was like, it's a secluded area. I don't see how anyone who practices that would pass on this location, like being able to do whatever they want to in an isolated area where not a lot of people are going to pass by. And then of course the group of bandits who are still in the area, and there's sightings of them by people who, they'll just see them standing there, and they'll go up to it and then find out that nobody else is there other than just them and this giant crater. And that's really, really creepy to me. Anywhere where it's in the middle of the desert, I'm like, But I have always wanted to go see if I could see any kind of UFO sightings. Like, ever since I watched somebody do a solo trip to Joshua Tree Hill in California, I was like, how fun would that be to get a little like camper or something, go out there, sit outside in the middle of the night and see if you see anything in the sky. But also terrifying, right? It seems fun, but I feel like I would be genuinely scared as hell. But anyway, yeah, that was that one for San Luis Potosí. So yeah, that was just the one for San Luis Potosí. The other two that are listed on here aren't too intriguing, so I kind of was like, I'll skip it. Okay, this one is in the state of Mexico. This one is the Lake Texcoco, I think is how you say it, or Texcoco, I'm not really sure, in the state of Mexico, where a murderous monster was said to live in the depths of this lake. The name of such beast is Ahuizolt. I'm probably butchering that. I'll put the name right here. This is the name of the beast. It was a canine mammal with spiky hair and a hand in the tip of its long tail. Ew. It ate humans. In order to attract people, it would produce a sound similar to that of an abandoned human baby crying. Its victims were caught by it and then were drowned in the lake. In Aztec mythology, the soul of its victims were sent to I don't even know why I try. I'm like, it's so embarrassing. They were sent here, and I don't know what this is, but let me see. It is described in several Aztec codices as a paradise ruled over by the rain deity, and I don't know how to pronounce that, and his consort oh my god, I cannot pronounce that. It absorbed those who died through drowning or lightning, or as a consequence of disease associated with the rain. So that's basically it. I guess it's some kind of like heaven sort of thing. So that's where the victims went after this beast drowned them, which is kind of crazy, kind of really interesting, and I love this lore. It's so fun. Would not catch me going up to any crying baby, because that automatically red flag. I'd be like, who the hell brought a crying baby over here? No. Okay, this one is Lerma Marshes in San Miguel Almaya, where a mermaid is said to live in the lakes and swamps. Her name is Tanchana, I think. I don't know. She comes out of the marshes once or twice a year. She is beautiful and attractive. If a man follows her, he dies. As he should, period. I'm just kidding. That is really creepy. I've always been really fascinated with mermaids. It's one of those lores that I'm just like, how cool would that be? Like, it's not very logical, I guess, but still really, really cool lore. Or what would you even call that? Like a mythical creature? Yeah. Okay, here is another one. And this one is the Hacienda Pilar, which is in San Juan de Totihuacan, I think is how you say it. It was built by Spaniards who came to Mexico in the 16th century. On the top floor, there is a large scratch on the window, which is believed to be the mark of Miguel Ariztía, a Spanish hidalgo. It is thought that he died from falling off the balcony, and before he fell, he held onto the window, creating the long scratch. The ghost of the wife of Miguel has also been seen on the balcony crying, "Oh, my husband," in Spanish. "Oh, mi esposo." She was there at the time of his death and tried to save him. Mr. Ariztía has been reported to be seen hanging from the window, as well as being seen in a window. It is said that at times the scratch disappears from the window. And I wonder how he got to that point where he fell off the balcony. Like, was he drunk? Like, what happened? But either way, like, having that kind of spirit linger there, especially the wife crying, kind of like La Llorona, gives me super eerie vibes. Okay, let's see what else. This one is El Asilo General de La Castañada, or Psychiatric Hospital La Castañada. It only exists in the central building in Amecameca. It's the biggest madhouse in Mexico. Opened in Mexico City during 1910. Was active for 58 years, and during this time, it is said to have around 60,000 patients. Several paranormal cases have been reported in the hospital. And it doesn't get very much more than that, but I can only imagine, especially because these psychiatric hospitals back then were really messed up. They didn't care about these people. They thought they were less than human, and they thought that they were, just a waste of space, and they didn't really want to treat them for any of the mental illness that they had or anything like that. So it's really, really sad. I'm pretty sure a lot of these people must have died in this building, so I can only imagine the kind of paranormal activity that a place like this would hold. Super eerie and creepy. Okay, let's see if there's anything else I can find on here, because those are the main ones that I was looking at. Otherwise, this is going to be the last one. Let's see. Okay, let's do one more from Zacatecas, because the portion here for Zacatecas only has one interesting one. The other one is kind of like, This one is about Maison de Jovito Hotel in Zacatecas. Built in the 1700s and transformed into an inn during the 1940s, it was adapted to be for condominiums. From 1990 to 1993, The building was transformed into what now is the current hotel. Supposedly, the hotel is one of the most haunted places in the country. Reported paranormal phenomena in the site include the feeling of being observed, children's voices and laughter, the same invisible children jumping on the beds, horse sounds, and objects moving by themselves. This paranormal activity concentrates in the room 107. And no, I don't like it. I want to look this up because I want to see what it looks like. Let's see. Maison. Oopsie. De Jovito, Zacatecas. Habitación 107. Let's see what we can find. There's like videos and stuff. Well, if I can, I will insert them here. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking at pictures of it. Oh my god, it's actually so beautiful. Oh my god. There's like a picture from The Conjuring that scared me on here. It's beautiful. This is a beautiful hotel. Wow. Oh my god, I love this kind of style. Like, it's like a Spaniard, like hacienda style. It's so cute. Oh my god, it's not creepy at all. But I bet at night it might be a little bit creepy. Wow. Okay. And there's a video of Habitación 107. Let's see.
Hola, pues hoy estamos aquí pues pasamos casualmente por aquí por el mesón de Jovito. Está muy bonito este hotel que antiguamente era una vecindad. Y aquí estamos llegando. Es que estamos grabando porque supuestamente aquí se escuchan ciertos ruidos. Ay, capaz que ya la estoy asustando. Sí, bueno, es una leyenda de aquí de Zacatecas que supuestamente aquí suceden cosas paranormales. Y nada más que la encontramos abierta la habitación y pues decidimos pasar a verla. Pero bueno, buenas tardes, con permiso. ¿Sí durmió bien? Sí, bueno. Vamos. ¿Manda? De hecho sí, vinieron aquí a esta habitación. Sí.
A ver, si se me hace que te equivocaste de carrera.
No, pues me gusta aquí grabar mi ciudad.
No, pero te equivocaste porque vamos a
Okay, yeah. The room is a little bit outdated, but the outside of the hotel, as you guys can see obviously from pictures and stuff that I'm inserting in this after I edit, I really like it. It's really cute. I've always wanted to go to Mexico and see all of these historic buildings and be able to visit them. And I like this little clip from this video that I ended up watching because she kind of just like walks in there and she's like, yeah, it's supposedly like this is one of the legends from Zacatecas, and yeah, a little bit of an outdated room, which makes it look creepy. But other than that, the actual hotel is beautiful. But with the history behind it, I can see how it could possibly be haunted. But yeah, guys, I think I am going to wrap it up there. Let me know what you guys thought about all these haunted locations. I really enjoy learning about them, especially in such a historic place like Mexico. I find it so much more intriguing than anything that we have here in the US. It's just, there's so much culture, so much spirituality, so much history, etc. I really enjoy reading about these and letting you guys know about them too, through me and through just me reading them out loud to you guys from these websites. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. But before I do end today's video, today's comment shout out goes to this person right here. Thank you so much for leaving a nice comment. As always, I really do appreciate it and it really makes my day. And if you want to be the next comment shout out, all you have to do is leave me a nice comment down below, and that's it. Now, with all of that being said, you guys, hopefully I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to stay safe and be kind. Bye bye.